Hello, hello. Welcome everyone into the chat. I am so excited to be here with you. I'm just going to check something on my YouTube and see if I really am live. Because sometimes you think you're live and then you find out that actually you are not live. That's happened to me a couple of times today. So let me just check and make sure that if I look, I see me. Yes, I do see me. Awesome. So today I decided as my third live stream of the day, I wanted to come and I wanted to talk to you about herbs and give you a chance to ask me questions about herbs. Hey, Lacey J, welcome to the chat. Stay Hall. Oh my goodness, I feel like a celebrity has entered my building because the two of you are clearly celebrities. So, how are you both doing this amazing Friday? I am tired. After this live stream, I am going to take a nap because I have another live stream scheduled at 9 because I decided to enter this challenge where you do 5 30-minute lives in 5 days. And of course, I joined in on day 4. So that puts me doing 4 lives today. I've done 2. I have 2 left. And let me toss in the link if anybody wants to jump up and say hi. Give me a second to figure out where that is again. Invite, that's where it is. I knew that, really. I am still very unfamiliar with StreamYard. This is my 3rd time using it, and all 3 times were today. So if anybody feels social, feel free to come up and chat with me about herbs or ask questions about how to cook herbs, how to use herbs for different conditions. I have a book of knowledge. Let me show you. So this is my book of knowledge. It's now typed mostly, but this is my book of knowledge where I write the different things I found about cool herbs. So let's see. Lacey J says, I'm right behind you with the nap. Yes. Today has been a lot of day, and this week has been a lot of week. I'm ready for a nap. But you know what? It's really cool that I get to be here and I get to hang out with you all, see what you're up to. Do you have any great weekend plans? I cooked 2 things today. I cooked a casserole and I cooked a soup because I was like, you know what? I don't want to cook tomorrow. I don't want to cook Sunday. So I'll boil some eggs to add to a salad to stretch those 2 meals out, and I should be good till Monday. That sounds good. Today was a lot, but it's all good. We made it through, right? So, oh no, Stay, I didn't know you were sick. Aw, sorry I missed your live. So I think you said you go live Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, right? Is that right, Stay? I have, I don't think I'll be able to make your Monday or your Thursday, but I should be able to make your Sundays. Right now, my husband is on the super weird schedule where instead of working 5 or 6 days a week, he's working 3. And since it's so unusual, we're trying to spend all the time together that we can because it's really precious. However, I am very, very off my routine. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend that. Oh, Lacey J, you're packing all weekend? Nice. Are you going to the Soul Family Expo? I feel like I should know that, and I don't. Oh, Stay, you did a premiere yesterday? Nice. How did it go? Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, premieres are a good thing to do if you have a live scheduled and you are sick or tired or unable to be there. Because a premiere, you can toss that up there. And even if you're like in the car going somewhere, you can put little messages in the chat. So people know you're there, but it doesn't take quite so much from you. So anyway, I hope that you feel much, much better. Because yeah, crud is not fun. Crud is not good. We do not like it. I'm trying to think what herbs I would recommend for your crud. Anything that involves lungs, I would recommend mullein. You could probably get some tea at a local health food store, or you could, I mean, in general, you can forage it, but it's not the ideal season for foraging mullein. It's kind of in its little dormant time. But mullein has properties in it that you can either use it to like smoke it, like a cigarette, which I really wondered what my neighbors thought when I went outside to smoke a little hand-rolled mullein. I am really glad that the neighbors didn't call the police. That would have been awkward to explain. But it did work. It cleared out my sinuses. It was great. Oh, Lacey, I hate moving so much. Yeah, Lacey, you are absolutely correct. So oregano oil, let me open up my handy dandy book o' knowledge on the computer. Yeah, oil of oregano is a really, really powerful antibiotic. I first heard about it from my friend Pam. She had a wound on her leg that she seemed to have trouble getting it to heal, and finally put that on, and it healed so well. Now, if you're getting it from a essential oil place, you will need to mix that with some kind of carrier oil because it's so strong when you get it in essential oil form. So, toss it in with some olive oil so that it's a little less intensive. But overall, it's good stuff. So let me see what else it's good for, because I feel like there were some surprises for me when I looked this up. 1 second. There are a lot of herbs that are really impressive antibiotics. I've been surprised. So let me see. Oh, that's weird. I don't have the actual essential oil in here. But I can tell you about oregano in general. Oh no, you put it under your tongue. Oh, that sounds terrible. I didn't know what would happen if you did use it undiluted, but I knew it couldn't be good. Melly, hey, how you doing, friend? Nice to see you. Stay says, I used to use oil of oregano a lot. I need to start again. I ran out. I could use some now. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Specifically, the flowering drops of oregano treat bronchial inflammation. It's an expectorant and a cough suppressant. So in addition to getting it in the essential oil form, you can also actually grow it yourself. Or there is a health food store near me. Well, okay, not a health food store. How do I describe it? It's like, she calls it herbs and heirlooms, but she has a lot of strange crystals and things from old religions and strange stuff in there. But then she's got a whole section where she has herbs, like dried herbs, of all different kinds. And so you can buy like oregano flowers, oregano leaves. So that is, that's a really cool resource for me here, but it's like a small family owned one. It's not like a chain or anything. Oh crap, Lacey, that's terrible. You know, it's really a terrible, terrible time to be looking for housing. Everything is so outrageously expensive. We're working really hard to try and get a place off grid. Well, maybe not off grid, but out in the sticks, because with what we pay on rent, and we are extremely blessed. Our landlord has not jacked up our rent dramatically. But even still, like, it's so ridiculously expensive. Okay, what else was I going to tell you about oregano oil? So you can make a sun tea for respiratory ailments. 1/2 ounce of flowering tops per quart of water, and you use it for respiratory trouble. So I haven't been able to get oregano to grow. Honestly, this year I didn't even try, because every year I try to grow lavender, oregano, rosemary, and every year I grow none of them. Or if I grow them, they die. So I've given up. I've absolutely given up, except rosemary. I tried it again this year with absolutely no hope. And as of right now, that was a pretty realistic expectation, unfortunately. Not the greatest at growing the like the woody herbs, the ones that are more like bushes. But I hear that you can snap off a little twig and grow a new plant from that. So that's probably what I'll do. So let's try something. I'm coming up here in my list and looking. I wanted to show you something cool just for fun. So I'm looking up an herb that grows in my garden, because I planted it, not like naturally. It's called marshmallow, and it is super, super, super pretty, but it is a powerhouse of herbal goodness. Let me show it to you on screen. Unfortunately, I don't think I took any pictures of mine last year, or if I did, I didn't find them. So anyway, give me a second. I'll pull that up. Unfortunately, I'm finding everything but the picture, but okay, let's see if I can share my screen. Okay, marshmallow. Hey, Crooked Peach, how you doing? So hopefully you can see this amazingly beautiful little plant called the marshmallow. It is the source of, marshmallows like that you eat. And it is really, really powerful for your body. It is, all of it's edible, and it's really powerful for your stomach. So I'm growing it because I have IBS and all kinds of tummy troubles. So that was one of the first herbs that I researched, but it also helps with respiratory stuff. According to, I didn't put in my disclaimer. Disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I am not a medical professional. I am simply a human being who is obsessed with researching herbs and their properties and all of the things that they can do for your body to help you maintain good health, without supporting the big pharma industry, which is, pretty much killing America. Hey, Bio Sugar, how are you doing? I am so excited to see all of you here. We are talking about herbs, and I am answering questions about herbs, if you have questions about growing, using herbs, what conditions, what herbs are recommended for certain conditions, how to cook herbs, or edible plants. I really like edible plants, mushrooms. I don't know much about the psychedelics because they are illegal in the state. So even if I did know about them, I probably wouldn't share it on a live. But honestly, I don't. So still. So Bayushuga, I am super happy to see you. I'm sorry I missed your live. Bayushuga has been doing this this series talking about the methods of farming that are happening right now and their disastrous effects on our soils, but also on our social structures and what it's doing to the farmers and what it's doing to different parts of society, including the fact that by growing vegetables the way that they grow vegetables in commercial farms, they are not nutrient dense in the way that they should be. So there is that. So I highly recommend Bayushuga. Love her channel. It's pretty fabulous. So I'm curious, this is totally unrelated, but do you all have any lives coming up in the near future? I know, Stay, you've got your live on, when do you have your live? You have your live on Sunday. Bayu, I don't know when you're going. Are you at the Soil Family Expo? People told me you were going because I was going to ask you, I was going to see if you were going to be on so I could try EV Mux with a human there that knew how to use it. So, Lacey J, are you meaning like leg cramps or like period cramps? There's a, how do I explain it? So there are a lot of plants that are what are called antispasmodics. They help keep your muscles from spasming. So it helps with, like, I have IBS. IBS has a lot of cramps. Helps with that. Let me see what else we have for general cramping. Hold on one second. I opened that in the wrong thing. So I opened my document in Microsoft Word, only that doesn't work because my Microsoft Word has expired. So give me just a second to open this in WordPad. Open with, what, really? Okay, it'll be, there we go. Okay, so antispasmodic. So let me come and look at your question real quick, see if you have commented. Okay, you're heading to Memphis. Ooh, Memphis Bayou. That's awesome. Are you gonna see the place that Elvis, what is that, Graceland that's in Memphis? When we had foster kids, one of them, like, she was obsessed with Elvis and we really wanted to do a family vacation to Memphis. Didn't happen, unfortunately, but you know what? She'll be 18 one day and then we'll pack her stuff up and go. Okay, menstrual. So there is an herb. If you are looking for something to buy, there is an herb called cramp bark. Let me type it in the chat. And it is specifically good for relieving cramps, muscle spasms, menstrual cramps, pregnancy cramps. It is The Europeans use the bark tea for menstrual cramps. The bark was used for menstrual pain reliever by someone else. It didn't say who. It was science. Even science has proven that it is effective. So that's pretty cool. And you can use it as like a liniment, like a balm for spasming pain. I'm not sure how you would do that for menstrual pain, if you would like rub it on an ovary or how that works, but mine are really bad. So I get that. I will also tell you a pharmaceutical solution that is honestly the only thing that has allowed me to live my life. And that is before I go to bed at night, I take 2 or 3 Aleve with food, always with food, because it tears your stomach up if not. I wake up in the morning an hour earlier than I need to, eat something small, take 2 or 3 more Aleve, go back to sleep. It has time for all the pain relief stuff to get into your body. And I always have 2 to 3 Aleve in my system at any given time. My cousin's doctor told her to take 5, but she's like 5'9" and much bigger than me. I'm 5 feet, so I figure 2 or 3 is good. But before I found that out, I was basically just flat, laying down, vomiting, not able to do anything during my periods. Not during all of my period, but during days like 2 and 3. And so, I mean, I'm not really one to recommend pharmaceutical solutions, but I have to say that has changed my life. So I haven't tried cramp bark. It doesn't grow here. And I've been really, really focused on the things that grow around me so that I can, just get them from nature. But cramp bark is definitely one that if I were going to buy some kind of supplement, that's what I would get. 1 second, I am going to plug my computer in. I unplugged it to plug in a power bar earlier, and oh shit, sorry, that plugged in the wrong thing. I was trying to plug in my computer. That plugged in the dehydrator, which is sitting right beside me. So cramp bark, Lisi, will help with both because it is an antispasmodic. So it helps with the menstrual cramps, but it also helps with, it should help with the leg pains. So Crooked Peach, I love you. I was teasing Fresh and Fire about that when I did my live stream yesterday, that was so disastrous. Like, I really needed her here. I needed Fresh and Fire to be here and count my shits. Because, yeah, there were lots. And also to tell how many times I dropped my phone. So I'm going to look up real quick. I feel like there are a couple of other raspberry leaf. You can make a tea from raspberry leaves, and that also is supposed to help with menstrual cramps. I am actually continuing to look at this because bloating, I need to find a solution for bloating because I blow up like a balloon right before my period. It looks like I have gained like 50 pounds and it's all water. And I'm not sure what causes that, but it looks like St. John's wort is another herb that is used for menstrual cramps. I'm not sure if it helps the leg ones or not. But you have to be really careful with using St. John's wort because it interferes with a lot of medications. So that's one. I mean, in general, always talk to your doctor before starting some kind of supplement. But for St. John's wort, like specifically, check with your doctor. My husband, I made him. He was very reluctant to talk to his doctor about it. And I was like, look, I'm making a pain cream, but I'm not letting you use it until you talk to your doctor because I do not want to be in any way involved with that. Valerian, if you also have more of the mood swing type stuff, valerian might be a cool herb to check out because it is, I first heard about it for anxiety and depression, but it also is known to help with menstrual and PMS cramps and insomnia. So that one might be a really cool one to check out. Let me see what else we got here. There are a lot of herbs out there that help treat heavy menstruation, lack of menstruation, all kinds of interesting things out there. But yeah. So have any of you tried any herbal supplements that you've really liked? I'm super curious. I like to hear what people are using or what they would like me to research, because I am an obsessive researcher. I have this book that is like my guidebook to life. I always have books out from the library about different herbal subjects. I've got one right now about medicinal trees, which is interesting. It's a very odd, very, very odd book. Every tree has like a recommended song that goes with it. And it's not really what I came for, but okay. So, I don't know, I was going somewhere with that. Anyway, if there's something that you want me to research, you can always let me know. I am going to check something on my YouTube and see. So our live stream is about over, and I'm being really cautious to not let it go over too far today because I'm slightly afraid I'm going to lose my voice. And I think that the one today that I'm going to do tonight at 9 may go long. The second one we're doing tonight is one that's like another getting to know you one, which we did a little earlier. And we were just doing silliness. So for each letter of the alphabet, I had a question, and you put the letter if it applied. So like G, do you like board games? If so, what ones? Just kind of getting to know each other, because I haven't gone live much, and I have people from Miss T's community, but I also have people from the Shed Wars community that I was involved with before. I have people who were friends from before or followers of my channel before this, and random people. So I thought, you know what? It would be kind of cool for us to all just kind of get together and talk and have fun. If you want to introduce your channel, I'm totally fine in that chat with people coming up. It's a little late in this one to have you come up because we have 1 minute and 16 seconds left. But in the chat at 9 tonight, which is in 2 hours and 31 minutes, no, 2 hours and 29 minutes, people will be able to come up and introduce their channel and also tell us about them. But if they are feeling shy, we have the game and the questions so that we can do that and just kind of relax and hang out, get to know each other. I want my channel to feel like home. I want it to feel safe and nurturing. I want it to feel like a place where you can be 100% you and be absolutely loved and accepted. So that is what I'm shooting for. So one way to start with that is just getting to know each other, knowing who's here, and finding common ground with different people. So that's cool. Okay, Bayou Sugar, I'll be late, but I'll be there. Thanks. I am excited. So at this point, I am going to close this live. I will see you all in 2 hours and 30 minutes for the last live of my day. Lisi or anyone else, if you ever have questions about herbs or about what herb might help with something, you can always contact me. You can put it in the comments of any video, even if it's not related, because that really helps me to know like what people need so that I'm not just making content like to make content. I'm making content with a purpose, and I'm making content that helps actual living, breathing humans, instead of, trying to help imaginary people that may or may not exist. So anyway, love to you all. I will see you next time. And as always, eat something wild, perhaps some raspberry leaves to relieve menstrual cramps.